Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. What if I told you that the war in Ukraine is no longer just about Ukraine? अब इसका मतलब क्या है? That means it has become a turning point in global politics. That is a battle that is reshaping the Europe, which is breaking the old alliances and pulling the world into uncharted territory. Imagine a war so complex that it echoes the ghost of Vietnam, not just for one superpower, but for two, that is United States and Russia. And now, with the US cutting off military support and Europe, it left scrambling for its own security. So the question is no longer who will win, but who will lose the least. This is not just Ukraine's fight anymore. It is a glimpse into the collapse of the old world order. So stay with me as we are going to uncover why Ukraine war is being called as Europe Vietnam and what it means for the future of global power. So there is wonderful article in First Post that is how Ukraine war has become Europe's Vietnam. So in this article actually, it compares the ongoing war in Ukraine to the Vietnam War for US, which is calling it as Europe's Vietnam. So the main idea is just as the US got stuck in the long costly war in Vietnam in 1960s to 70s without a clear victory, Ukraine is also now caught in a similar struggle with both Russia and US. They are playing a complicated roles here. So what happened recently that we need to understand? So what is the context? What is the scenarios that we need to understand? So what happened recently? Recently बहुत सारे events ऐसे हुए जिसने हमें connect करना होगा. कैसे? Recently, US President Donald Trump and JD Vance, who is the Vice President of US, they had a public disagreement with Zelensky. Now, Zelensky, Ukraine's president, and this meeting happened last Friday. Now, this was not just an argument. This was not just an argument. It showed that the relationship between US and Europe is changing. कि अब यूएस और यूरोप के जो रिलेशंस है वो धीरे धीरे चेंज हो रहे हैं. अब सवाल ये उठता है, what does this mean for Europe? So let's try to understand what does this mean for Europe. So Europe recently, French President Emmanuel Macron, he said that Europe cannot rely on US for military protection like it is used to. So apart from this, there is another war between US and Europe with respect to trade and tariff. Now, a trade and tariff war between the US and Europe is also likely coming. Now, इन सभी चीजों में what about Ukraine? अब यूक्रेन का क्या हम करें? यूक्रेन की क्या सिचुएशन है इन सभी चीजों में? So, with respect to this, what about Ukraine here? So let's try to understand that US has stopped the military and intelligence support for Ukraine. And this benefits Russia, which gives it a strategic advantage. And Ukraine might be forced to agree to a ceasefire also. Which is like Ukraine might be forced to agree a ceasefire. Which is like losing all the land Russia has taken. And Russia has been gaining the territory slowly since 2024 and continuing into 2025. Now, what is the stand of Ukraine here? What is Ukraine's stand? So let's try to understand the Ukraine stand. Ukraine ने क्या suggest किया? Ukraine has suggested the staggered ceasefire, which starting with stopping air and naval attack instead of full stop to fighting. Now, this worried that a sudden halt could also trigger the future conflict like what happened between the Azerbaijan and Armenia. यहां पर क्या हुआ था? वही सेम सिचुएशन हो सकती है. So, Ukraine and Europe both want to be a part of any peace talks, not just have the US and Russia decide for them. तो ये चाहते हैं कि यूक्रेन और यूरोप दोनों को ही इंक्लूड किया जाए पीस टॉक्स में, बट ट्रम्प क्या कर रहे हैं, रशिया के साथ अपनी बायलैटरल टॉक्स कर रहे हैं. क्लियर? नाउ दिस शोज दैट यूएस इज शिफ्टिंग इट्स स्टैंड. नाउ हाउ इज द यूएस शिफ्टिंग इट्स स्टैंड हियर? सो लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ NATO, which is also called as Transatlantic Alliance, which is between the US and Europe, which was formed after the Second World War in the background of Cold War. Now that Transatlantic Alliance is weakening. Trump seems to agree with Russia's approach and supports far-right parties in Europe, like AfD in Germany, reforms in UK led by Nigel Farage. तो इनको सपोर्ट किया जा रहा है, फार राइट पार्टीज को. नाउ द यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका करेंटली अंडर द ट्रम्प, दे सीम्स less interested in helping Europe and more focused on its own interest, that is America First policy, which is always mentioned by Donald Trump and his government. Now the question here is, what does this mean for the future? Now अगर हम फ्यूचर की बात करें, so यूक्रेन जो है, यूक्रेन is losing both soldier and money, and 20% of its land now controlled by Russia. Apart from this, US wanted Russia to face a strategic defeat, losing global influence rather than just a defeat on the battlefield, but that did not happen. So Russia has not won either, but history will judge the outcome later. So if you see the bigger picture here, अगर आप यहां पे bigger picture देखें इन सभी चीजों का, तो हमें इससे क्या पता चल रहा है? Now the West is declining in global power. West is declining. Second here is, there are unresolved conflicts in Middle East, like one in West Asia, which involves Israel, Iran and other parties. Apart from this, US is more focusing on Asia, especially China and Southeast Asia, which shifted the attention of US from Europe. So overall, if you see this war, this Ukraine war, so the war in Ukraine is dragging on, much like the Vietnam War of 1960s and 70s. And US is stepping back, leaving Europe to handle its own security. Russia is making these slow gains. Ukraine is stuck here. That means losing land, soldiers, as well as money, as well as support. So global power is shifting from the West to the other regions like Asia, where the comparison between Ukraine war as well as Vietnam war is going on. Now, so the most important thing here is that we need to understand why we need to compare Vietnam war as well as Ukraine war. So there is a reason actually. Now, just like Vietnam war and just like Ukraine war, the first important thing here is superpower stuck in a quagmire. Now, superpower stuck here. Now, superpower stuck here. How superpower stuck here? So, Vietnam War, which started from 1960s to 1970s, or you can say 1955 to 75. So, at that time, United States of America entered Vietnam to stop the war, to stop the spread of communism. Now, what was supposed to be the quick intervention turned into a long, costly and bloody war. So US could not win decisively, and public opinion also at that time turned against the war, which led to the humiliating withdrawal in 1975 by United States of America from Vietnam. Similarly, Ukraine war की अगर हम बात करें from 2022 to present, Russia invaded Ukraine expecting a quick victory, but resistance from Ukraine, heavily backed by the US and Europe, that has dragged the conflict into a brutal ongoing struggle. Now the US suspending military aid under the Trump. So Ukraine risk beginning left alone. So just as you can say South Vietnam, which was under the control of US. So just like South Vietnam was when the US pulled out the support. So parallelly, if you compare these two wars, that is Ukraine as well as Vietnam war, so here you can see that in both the wars, the superpower, the US in Vietnam, Russia in Ukraine, they underestimated their opponents and got stuck in prolonged conflict with no clear and you can say with no clear end in sight. Apart from this, second comparison that you can do with Ukraine as well as Vietnam war is proxy wars and global stakes. Now, how proxy wars and global stakes? So first let's talk about the Vietnam war. Now, when we talk about from the perspective of proxy and global stake, so with respect to Vietnam, the Vietnam war was not just about Vietnam. It was a part of broader Cold War. So the US fought to contain the communism at that time in Vietnam, while the Soviet Union and China backed North Vietnam. So it was a classic proxy war with the global power using Vietnam as a battleground for their larger ideological conflict. Similarly, if you see Ukraine here, so in Ukraine war, so Ukraine war is also a kind of proxy war, but this time the war between West, that is US, Europe and Russia, and Ukraine became the front line of a larger geopolitical battle, with US using the military aid, sanctions, intelligence, so that they can weaken the Russia without direct confrontation, much like the Soviet did against the US in Vietnam. So parallelly, if you compare Vietnam as well as Ukraine with respect to the proxy war and global stakes, so here also there are similarities. Both the wars became symbol of larger global conflict, that is communism versus capitalism, authoritarianism versus liberal democracy now today. So this is the parallel thing. Apart from this, abandonment of allies, if you compare these two wars, how? Vietnam, the US gradually reduced its support for South Vietnam, especially after the domestic pressure to end the war. And in 1973, US signed a peace deal with North Vietnam without South Vietnam full consent. And by 1975, North Vietnam captured the Saigon, which ended the Vietnam War, leaving South Vietnam to collapse without the US support. Similarly, here also Ukraine, if you see, so Ukraine, now the US under the Trump has suspended already military as well as intelligence aid to Ukraine. Now this leaves Ukraine at the disadvantage against Russia, which is pushing them towards a ceasefire that could cost them like 20% of their territory. So just like South Vietnam felt betrayed by the US, Ukraine is also now facing the reality of being left to fight alone or accept a peace deal which is dictated by Russia and the US. So if you compare these two things, so parallelly, in both the cases, superpowers decided to prioritize their own interests, withdrawing the support and forcing their allies like South Vietnam and Ukraine into painful compromises. So these things are there. Clear? That is why we can compare Ukraine's war with Vietnam war, which is very important for your UPSC examination world history as well. So overall, if you see these comparisons, so can we say that history repeating itself? The Vietnam War has taught the world that superpower can lose not just battle, but their global standing also. Now Ukraine war, if you see, that now Ukraine war seems to be following a similar path where Russia, like US in Vietnam, which struggles into a costly conflict, while its opponent Ukraine faces the harsh reality of being abandoned by its allies like US. So is this the bigger picture? Just like Vietnam marked the beginning of America's Cold War decline, Ukraine might be the breaking point for the Western world order. And with the US stepping back and Europe is scrambling, so Russia seizing the moment. So overall, we can say that what happens next? with the Ukraine losing 20% of its land because the US is pulling back and Russia creeping forward. On the other hand, Europe caught into the crossfire. So this war is no longer just about the borders and the battles. It is about the collapse of alliances, the rise of new powers, and the unsettling shift of the global politics. So is this the end of the West dominance? Is this the beginning of a new Cold War or something even darker? So history is being written right now and the world is watching. So if you want to stay ahead of these global shifts, so like this video, share this video with others, and don't forget to subscribe. So let's keep uncovering truth together, and this story is far from over. Thank you so much.